Politoed is fully paralyzed, so I have another chance here. Quick attack into Kingdra, Thunderbolt into Politoed, miss the quick attack. Thundurus is knocked out. I only have Bibarel left. It is dodging everything so far at only, I think, +1 evasiveness, plus Bright Powder. Quick attack into Kingdra. I miss again, and that's GG. All right. Time once again for a little tradition that we do around here. I cannot believe it's that time already, but it is. This is the 400th video that I'm making for this channel, and if I time it correctly, it is also the 400th released. That count does not include anything in the Shorts tab or the Live tab. I only count the Videos tab toward that total, so if YouTube shows you a higher number, that's why. But this is number 400. And per tradition around here, I'm trying to do something with Pokemon number 400, which is Bibarel. Bibarel is, of course, not in Scarlet and Violet. Fortunately for me, at the time that I'm recording this, there is a Spotlight ladder for VGC 2013, all the way back in Generation 5. But it's still a little bit tricky to figure out how to use this Pokemon. My original idea was to use the ability Simple with Swords Dance and Aqua Jet, boom up to +4 immediately, +6 if I can get a second Swords Dance, and go crazy with that Aqua Jet. However, Bibarel does get Simple in this generation. I've just ultimately chosen not to use it. Bibarel apparently does not get Swords Dance or Aqua Jet in Generation 5. It learns both of them by level up in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, but they are not available at all in Gen 5. So after building out the rest of the team around that idea, I kind of had to scramble on the Bibarel set, and it is really hard to find anything worthwhile to do with this Pokemon. So, I mean, you can see what I've put in here. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Hopefully Double Team and Moody can help Bibarel cheese a game or two. The rest of the team, like I said, it was built for a Swords Dance Bibarel, but we'll do what we can here. It takes inspiration from a couple of sample teams, mainly Arasho Madi's World Championship team. In fact, some of the sets are just straight lifted from that. But there's a little bit of Rain Team inspiration in here as well, even though there's no Politoed. I think you'll just have to take my word for it. It probably really doesn't show. But Amoonguss can give redirection support to Bibarel so that I can click Swords Dance. Just kidding. Double Team. Heatran completes Fire, Water, Grass Core is good defensive synergy with Amoonguss. Mamoswine and Thundurus are strong offensive Pokemon with complementary coverage to help Bibarel and each other break through the opponent's team. And then, I don't know, Conkeldurr is strong. So that's the plan. 400 videos, VGC 2013 with Bibarel. Try to get at least a win with that Pokemon. Let's see what happens. If anybody's playing this ladder. That is always the worry, isn't it? Especially when I'm recording. It's awkward. Because I'm very serious about it being number 400 made and number 400 released, the timing of recording this is kind of out of my hands to an extent. I mean, I could delay everything else or really crunch everything else. But generally, these milestone videos just happen when they happen, and unfortunately, I am recording this one right after Legends ZA came out. Like the day after. So hopefully somebody's still playing VGC 2013, otherwise this might be a short video. Alright, we got Ninetales, we got a Sun team, okay. Ninetales, Infernape, Conkeldurr, Whimsicott, Shiftry, and Houndoom. I don't know the details of Whimsicott's support kit in this generation. I'm sure it doesn't have everything that it does in Gen 9, but anyway, maybe Bibarel can go crazy. That's the plan. Although, leading Bibarel with Amoonguss to redirect for it doesn't look very good here. Heatran can scare off a lot of their team. I mean, they could have, like, Hidden Power Ground or something on the Houndoom or the Ninetales. Infernape has fighting coverage. But Heatran scares off some of the biggest threats, I think. So I'm actually going to lead Bibarel Heatran. I'll bring Mamoswine. I think the Scarf Mamoswine is pretty good here. And I think I'm down to bring Conkeldurr. Weak to fighting, not a fairy. It's not very bulky. Mach Punch it. Let's do that. Ninetales, Shiftry, okay. So Bibarel is afraid of Shiftry, obviously, but I can protect turn 1. I'll just go for a substitute with Heatran. They could fake it out. They could have, like, Hidden Power Ground on something. But this looks like a very nice opening to go for a substitute. I'm willing to gamble on that, I think. Yeah, Swords Dance, Aqua Jet, Bibarel. Maybe there will be a follow-up when I can use that in some generation again. Knockoff, okay. Dark Gem Knockoff, that's an interesting choice. Maybe the Dark Gem is meant to be used for something else, because this is, of course, pre-knockoff buff. Bibarel got a speed boost, that's not bad. I can use that to go for double team. Just Heat Wave with Heatran. Yeah, making your knockoff is like 20 base power in this generation, so making it hit harder doesn't really seem worthwhile. Maybe that's not what the Dark Gem is really for on this team. The Giga Drain into the substitute, that's not doing much. Bibarel gets a double team. Ninetales goes for Solar Beam into Bibarel and misses. Nice, and we knock out Shiftry. There's no Focus Sash on that. I can think about clicking Waterfall into Ninetales if I want. The Sun will weaken it, but Bibarel gets an attack boost. That's pretty good. Lowered accuracy is funny, though. Bibarel is going to be weak to fighting type attacks coming out from this Conkeldurr, so I'm actually going to protect and Heat Wave this turn. And I can think about quick attacking Conkeldurr if I land this Heat Wave into it. Solar Beam goes into the protect. Heat Wave doesn't actually do that much to Conkeldurr. Huh. As they break my substitute with a Drain Punch, Conkeldurr actually taking these attacks pretty well. Bibarel gets a special attack boost and a defense drop. Not great. I'll just go for quick attack into Conkeldurr here, though. I'll go for another substitute with Heatran if they let me. If they I missed the quick attack, that's so funny. They prioritize, they knock out Bibarel. I was going to say if they prioritize getting rid of the Bibarel, then maybe they let me get a substitute back, but they are able to attack both of my Pokemon there. I guess I can get my Conkeldurr in next. Oh, I forgot, it's Gen 5. I keep waiting for the sun to fade, but it doesn't work like that in this generation. Weather abilities are permanent. Unless they're overwritten by other weathers. Just protect both my Pokemon here. Get the burn on my Conkeldurr. Right, so that sun is never going away. They have extra sensory on the Ninetales. Okay. Try to take advantage of my Conkeldurr being healthier than theirs. I'll go for a Drain Punch. And I'd like to Earth Power the Ninetales if they'll let me. That extra sensory does a lot of damage, actually. I do get the Earth Power. I knock out their Conkeldurr with a Drain Punch. Mine moving first. Nice. Should win the game, but the barrel didn't get to do a whole lot, so I'll have to get another one after this. I mean, I can just Mach Punch anything they throw at me now. Not Earth Power. Yeah, they knock out Heatran, but then they drop to another Mach Punch. I also still have Mamoswine in the back. Quick Rock Slide, I guess. I guess I could have clicked Earthquake. The Mach Punch was coming up first and getting the KO regardless. I see I do have a rating in this ladder. I'm on the 1200s, so I guess my rating carries over from the last time there was a VGC 2013 ladder, and I made one video on that back in the winter, I think. Yeah, it's a long time ago now. Like less than a year, but on that scale, a long time. Okay, this looks, well, this team won't weaken my Aqua Jet, but it looks kind of scary otherwise. Thundurus, Breloom, Kingdra, Politoed. Bibarel doesn't really like to see any of those, and then who knows what the Liepard does. And there's also a Scizor. Nonetheless, I'm going to do the Bibarel Amoonguss lead this time. I'll bring Thundurus, and I think I'll bring Mamoswine, and we'll see what happens. Breloom Liepard lead. Yeah, that's not great for me, is it? Does Liepard get Fake Out in this generation? I don't know. I'm gonna say that it doesn't. I'm gonna double team and Rage Powder. It takes out Bibarel. Okay, it also crits. Alright, well I redirect a Spore into Amoonguss. That does work on that Pokemon this generation. Amoonguss consumes this Lumberry, but that means it can be put to sleep by the next one. Bibarel gets an absolutely terrible Moody boost. Amoonguss is a sitting duck for the Spore. Maybe they'll let me Spore their Breloom, though I can't imagine why they would. They Swagger Amoonguss, confusing it. Okay. They go for a Mach Punch into Breloom, so they do let me go for the Spore. Amoonguss does break through the confusion and land it. Bibarel gets an attack boost. That is quite a bit better. I'll click Waterfall into Liepard here. And switch Amoonguss out to Mamoswine so I can threaten the Breloom if it stays in. It doesn't. They go Kingdra. They Encore Bibarel into Protect. That's not great, but I do keep getting Moody boosts. I actually get another accuracy drop, but I do get an evasiveness boost as well. Now I have to use that again. I guess while I'm protecting, I can Earthquake with Mamoswine. I have now locked Mamoswine into that move, though, so maybe that was a little bit short-sighted. I think Mamoswine's going to get knocked out here anyway. Okay, not a great Moody there. I need to get rid of this Liepard if I can. Let's go Thundurus. And just Thunderbolt the Liepard. Kingdra protects. I don't want to take another Encore. They Swagger Thundurus. Please break through. It doesn't. Okay. Bibarel has maxed out its special attack now. Not helpful. I'll click Quick Attack into Liepard. Once again, though, they can Encore Bibarel into Protect. And I'll actually just switch Thundurus back out to Amoonguss to get rid of the confusion. If I can get rid of Liepard, that would be great. It does miss the Encore, but I missed the Quick Attack. Go back into it. Okay. This is really rough. Can I Giga Drain this Liepard? Or is it going to Swagger Amoonguss now? Yeah, of course. They get the Muddy Water accuracy drop too. Amoonguss hurts itself. I'm not really inclined to switch Thundurus back in on this stuff. Bibarel takes another accuracy drop, but let's go for this Quick Attack if we can. Encore misses. Quick Attack finally knocks out the Liepard. Bibarel's taking a lot of damage in the process, but it does avoid this Muddy Water. Politoed is finally here. Bibarel is at +1 speed. Of course, Kingdra does have the Swift Swim. I'm just going to click Quick Attack into Kingdra. And Giga Drain into Politoed. I missed the Quick Attack. They miss Muddy Water back into Bibarel. They knock out Amoonguss. Okay. I'm definitely behind here, but with all these stat changes on Bibarel, maybe we can still pull through. Quick Attack into Kingdra. Thunderbolt into Politoed. I missed the Quick Attack again. We're both trading misses back and forth here. Politoed takes the Thunderbolt pretty well, but it does get paralyzed. As a Citrus Berry, so it'll take another one, but it does get fully paralyzed this turn. Quick Attack into Kingdra, Thunderbolt into Politoed. I missed the Quick Attack. Thunderbolt actually gets pretty close to the KO, but misses it. But Politoed is fully paralyzed, so I have another chance here. Quick Attack into Kingdra, Thunderbolt into Politoed. Missed the Quick Attack. Thundurus is knocked out. I only have Bibarel left. It is dodging everything so far at only, I think, +1 evasiveness. Plus Bright Powder. Quick Attack into Kingdra. I miss again. And that's GG. Alright. We need to get another one for Bibarel here. Need to see Bibarel bring it home. People complain so much about broken early gen Moody when it affected accuracy and evasiveness, but the accuracy drops were absolutely killing me in that game. So still kind of a double-edged sword, though obviously it favors the user, since they get more boosts than drops. But Bibarel took at least 3 accuracy drops from Moody in that game, and then just missed every Quick Attack after I knocked out the Liepard. Missed every Quick Attack into Kingdra. Didn't get to the point of clicking it into anything else. See if we can get another opponent here. I could have used Work Up Bibarel. It doesn't get Swords Dance, but it does get Work Up. But that would be +2 attack, plus 2 special attack. The special attack probably not useful. The attack is just slower than I had in mind, right? It's the same pace as Swords Dance without Simple. I could have done Work Up and Moody. I thought about that, but then It's a Bibarel. What are its stats? So I thought if I'm doing Moody, I should really commit to dodging things. Unfortunately, I didn't intentionally commit to my opponents also dodging what I throw at them, but that is what I got in that last game. Might cut the recording here if I don't find an opponent very soon. We'll see. I can just skip to when I do find one. Alright, got an opponent. That's an interesting Pokemon that they have also at one end of their lineup. Bronzong, Tornadus, Thundurus, Tyranitar, Permanent Sand, Hitmontop, and Stunfisk. Stunfisk is actually kind of threatening to Bibarel. Actually, no, it's slower and weak to Waterfall, but you know, if it gets an attack into Bibarel, that could get dangerous. Tornadus and Thundurus are both not very Amoonguss friendly. I'm thinking about doing the lead Amoonguss again, but there is an obvious downside. I could do Thundurus lead and just like Thunder Wave whatever I see, but then Tyranitar is pretty rough for that to deal with. I mean, there's no one-size-fits-all good lead here, but I actually think Mamoswine is the closest thing. And I'll bring Thundurus. I like Heatran, actually. Heatran is good into both of their legendaries. They lead Tyranitar and Tornadus. Okay. Yeah, so Mamoswine is a choice here. It can threaten one of these. I don't really want to be clicking Earthquake, though, do I? So let's just double team and Choice Scarf, Icicle Spear the Torn. I switch it out to SpongeBob. Okay. Get some damage into SpongeBob. Rock Slide. Tyranitar's faster than Bibarel. Of course it is. Bibarel flinches. Of course it does. Oh, the Sandstorm. I don't have leftovers or even a Shell Bell on Bibarel, so actually I can't afford to be taking the sand damage. So I guess I just have to go on offense with this Pokemon. Good thing I got an evasiveness boost there. Just keep up the pressure into SpongeBob and, yeah, okay, only 2 hits. Waterfall the Tyranitar. I guess this Bibarel just loses to sand. Is there something I can do about that? I think Heatran has the leftovers already. Oh, an accuracy boost. Not really what I need right now. Okay, we can still dodge a Rock Slide. I think Heatran has the leftovers already. I could give a Shell Bell to Bibarel. It still has to attack sometimes to get any recovery, but it's not the end of the world. The Rock Slide hits the wrong target. If one of my Pokemon could dodge that, I wanted it to be Bibarel, but oh well. Let's go for a substitute. I went for Icicle Spear into Torn to cover for Focus Sash, but that was obviously not a very reliable attack into other guy. Hit him on top. Into well, I think anything that's not weak to ice. And I have to get rid of this Tyranitar. And I thought about Thunder Waving their Thundurus, but I felt like I had to get rid of the Tyranitar. Yeah, it showed. The Icicle Spear took a while to knock that thing out. They didn't bring the Stunfisk. Unfortunate. Would have loved to see what that does. Let's see if I could Thunder Wave them back now. Do I have to give a healing item on to Bibarel? A lot of teams run Tyranitar. I could put Rain Dance on this Thundurus, actually. I feel like that would be helpful in a few of these matchups. I think it's a little bit better than a not great item on Bibarel. Let's do that for now. Now that means I have to get Thundurus into the field, onto the field against Tyranitar teams, but so be it. If I'm counting on Bibarel to win games, it is what it is. I'll give it a few minutes once again, see if I get an opponent. That last one took a while. Okay. Tyranitar, Terrakion, Tornadus, Rotom, Hitmontop, and Amoonguss. Another sand team. Well, let's do this lead again. Mamoswine can maybe scare off Terrakion, Tyranitar, Tornadus. I think this time I should be more willing to lock into Earthquake, even if it means I have to switch Mamoswine out right now, or right after. I'll bring Thundurus. I think I'll bring Amoonguss. Hopefully that's enough. I mean, what I want, the dream for this video is that Bibarel gets set up and sweeps the game. So if I don't have enough offense from the other Pokemon, so be it. That's kind of the premise here. Terrakion, Amoonguss, okay. Yeah, so I think I will just go ahead and protect Earthquake here. Like I said, I probably have to switch Mamoswine out on the very next turn, but I think getting this giant threat less present on the field, it is still there, is worth it. I would like... I got an Evasiveness drop. Well, I can click Double Team this next turn. I would like to just Waterfall the Terrakion, but of course Amoonguss can redirect. Okay, let's go Amoonguss. Let's go to my Amoonguss here. Terrakion protects, okay. Put Amoonguss to sleep, it wakes up. I actually have +2 attack, +1 speed Bibarel now. That's not the worst thing. I actually think I'm down to Quick Attack their Amoonguss and Rage Powder. Maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself. +2 attack Bibarel still can't hit that hard, right? Let's see what this does. Yeah, not much actually. And now Amoonguss takes a nap. Get Bibarel to +3 attack. If I could just count on them to not click Rage Powder here, I could Quick Attack the Terrakion and be done with that Pokemon. Let's protect and click Giga Drain and scout what they do. No Rage Powder. 400 Bibarel. I mean, okay, maybe they click Rage Powder here and they get me. But I'm going to try now to get rid of this Terrakion. Quick Attack into Terrakion. I'll click Spore into the Amoonguss slot. They do let me have the Terrakion. They miss a Spore into Bibarel. Perfect. Perfect turn. The Moody booster, the Moody adjustments are not good, but otherwise perfect turn. Alright, I'll Quick Attack Amoonguss and switch to Mamoswine here. Threaten the Torn. They Rage Powder, Quick Attack KOs. Torn goes for Acrobatics, boosted by the Flying Gem into my Mamoswine. That does a lot of damage, but Rotom is kind of in the driver's seat of this game now. Rotom is now at negative speed. Well, you know what I mean, underwater in the speed stat, but that's okay. I'll just protect here and click Icicle Crash and Torn. It protects. Okay. I guess Rotom gonna knock out Mamoswine. It is. I can go Thundurus now. Bibarel gets an evasiveness boost. Very nice. Plus something, 3 or 4 evasiveness, +3 attack, +4, excuse me, attack. Pretty good. Thundurus looks very solid in the back here. Let's Quick Attack and Thunderbolt into Rotom. That's the bigger threat to Bibarel right now, probably. Maybe not with boosted special defense, but yeah, let's just try to get rid of that Pokemon. I don't think it's going to happen this turn. Turns out +3 Bibarel, +4 Bibarel, excuse me, ×3 Bibarel. Still not that strong. Might still win the game. The para hurts that effort, but it's possible. But unfortunately, Bibarel once again does not manage to bring it home. Thundurus taking a hit is pretty good. Amoonguss stays asleep, but we do knock out the Torn. Amoonguss should be able to beat the Rotom from here. And Breloom took, what, 2 KOs? Or Bibarel, I don't know why I said Breloom. Bibarel took 2 KOs, so not bad. Do actually have to wake up if I'm going to beat this Rotom. Sleep lasts so long in this generation. Okay, there we go. But I'm going to try to get another one because that is not the Bibarel win I've been looking for. Okay, we get an opponent immediately this time. Nice. Scrafty, Volcarona, Thundurus, Porygon 2, Landorus, and Amoonguss. Bibarel. I could lead Mamoswine here. They could have Intimidate on the Scrafty. I'm just thinking Mamoswine scares off Thundurus, Amoonguss, and Landorus. I mean, that's why that and copying the World's team is why I have Mamoswine on this team. It's very scary to a lot of Pokemon that scare Bibarel. So let's play into that. I think I bring Thundurus. I could bring Conkeldurr to this one. Yeah, I think I like that. Scrafty, Thundurus lead, okay. Get intimidated. Let's protect Bibarel and go for Icicle Crash into Thundurus. They could fake something out. They could switch to Volcarona. Volcarona might not be as scary as Thundurus, although it could have Giga Drain. Bibarel gets an attack boost and an accuracy drop. Classic. Just double team, and I'll switch to Conkeldurr here. I can get my burn and threaten the Scrafty. Volcarona just throws off a Heat Wave. Scrafty goes for Drain Punch, misses Bibarel. I swear the way that animation played out, I thought it was going for Conkeldurr. Let's protect Bibarel and Mach Punch Scrafty. I'm worried that Conkeldurr will go down before I can get a Drain Punch off, as that Heat Wave does a lot. They go for a Drain Punch of their own into Bibarel, though. Conkeldurr will get one more chance, then it will drop to burn damage. They can just protect or switch around this, but I don't want to give the Scrafty a free turn. I'll click Waterfall into Volcarona and Mach Punch into Scrafty. And we'll see what happens. They let me have the Scrafty. They Bug Buzz Bibarel and knock it out. Ah! No! This Pokemon is not the easiest to try to get a sweep with, that's for sure. Let's Thunder Wave this and Icicle Crash this. Oh, they're just gonna... Well, if I get a full para, they're not gonna Heat Wave Mamoswine, but I'm not getting a full para because of the Lumberry. Alright, the Volcarona was a menace. I guess Heatran could have shut that Pokemon down. So maybe I needed to bring Heatran. Oh well. All that and it still doesn't drop to Hidden Power Ice. Alright, next game. Ladder's picking up. It took me way longer to get games earlier. Kangaskhan, Arcanine, Crobat, Breloom, Clefairy, and Lantern. Pretty unusual team. Maybe this is the one where Bibarel can do its thing. We'll see. I'll do the Amoonguss lead this time. It's kind of weak to Breloom, just because they can Spore Amoonguss, and they have a faster Spore than I have. If it's Arcanine, Flare Blitz into Amoonguss, I'm okay with that. Crobat Brave Bird would also be fine if they have Brave Bird on that thing. I don't know, maybe the Breloom lead's not that good, actually. And maybe I need to be bringing Bibarel in the back if I want to get a win with it, but, you know. I mean, I'm setting my ambitions higher than that. Maybe it's okay to lead with. Actually, their team looks pretty unusual, but I actually don't really know what I have to beat it. Heatran's very strong into a lot of it. Honestly, Heatran and Amoonguss lead would be pretty good. Just trying to set up for Bibarel in the back. But I'm going to stick to my guns, at least for this one more game. Let's see what that gets me. Maybe I should bring Conkeldurr. They do have a couple of normal types. Mamoswine is one of my best answers to the Lantern, but only if I click Earthquake. I'll bring Conk. I'm a little bit short on Lantern answers, actually. I wonder if Lantern is kind of an interesting anti-meta threat in this format. We'll see what my opponent comes up with in a moment. They DC'd. Uh-oh. Well, that's not a big barrel sweep. I'm starting to lose faith here, but let's get at least one more game. Rhyperior, Cresselia, Latios, Tornadus, Scrafty. Bibarel has absolutely no way to beat Jellicent. Okay, I think I have to bring Amoonguss and Thundurus to this one. Which is alright. Conkeldurr hard loses to Jellicent. Heatran hard loses to Jellicent. I think Mamoswine out of these three is the one that least loses to Jellicent. And it's also pretty strong into their, well, two of their legendaries. So, okay. Maybe this opponent will also DC. And I don't have to deal with the Jellicent if that happens. No? Okay. Rhyperior, Tornadus. Boy. It's a hard lead to deal with. They have that immediate threat into Amoonguss. I don't think I want to switch Mamoswine in on Acrobatics either. Thundurus is kind of pinned. Let's just double team right away. I guess I'll just Rage Powder. If Amoonguss goes down here, so be it. It's actually Substitute Tornadus. Interesting. Well, the double team is at least pretty free. I also get more evasiveness from Moody, with an accuracy drop, of course. I'm down to start attacking the Tornadus now. I'll go for Quick Attack and Protect. Maybe I should have gone for Waterfall, because Bibarel doesn't have any attack boost. But yeah, Quick Attack is enough to break the sub. Okay. We avoid an Acrobatics. Bibarel dodges a Psyshock. I get Special Defense boost. That's actually pretty good in this position. Amoonguss is under so much pressure here. Thinking about whether I can switch out to Mamoswine. I'm going to say I probably can. They seem to want to get rid of the Bibarel. Okay, Mamoswine does take the boosted Acrobatics. I guess the gem is not consumed if it goes into a Protect, which makes sense. Bibarel dodges a Draco Meteor, takes another accuracy drop. Let's Quick Attack Torn and Icicle Crash Latios. This is Arashomari's Choice Scarf Mamoswine here. So hopefully they can get some big damage off into something. They brought all three of their Ice Weak Pokemon. Hopefully Mamoswine can get some big damage into something before it drops. Protect. On the Quick Attack, Icicle Crash comes out next and one-shots Latios. Good. Did they bring Jellicent? Look at all that special defense on Bibarel. Of course, it's not as useful now that Latios is gone, but it is helpful into Jellicent, actually. Now, does it have Water Absorb? It probably does. It probably just completely hard walls Bibarel. With that in mind, I'm going to Quick Attack Torn and switch to Amoonguss. Mamoswine at least can click Rock Slide into Jellicent if it comes back in. Okay, they dodge the Quick Attack. I think a Trick Room up. That doesn't matter to Quick Attack. Bibarel also gets a perfectly timed speed drop. And they forfeit. Let's go. So Bibarel here was going to Quick Attack Tornadus. Hopefully it would connect. I could Spore the Jellicent. And then actually Giga Drain is just super strong into everything they have left. Yeah, setting Trick Room there was pretty questionable, actually, when I had Amoonguss in the back. But I guess they don't want Rhyperior taking a Waterfall outside of Trick Room anyway. It was a tough position for them. And even though Jellicent completely hard walls Bibarel, assuming it has Water Absorb, Bibarel is absolutely unable to do any damage to it. I am counting this as my Bibarel sweep. Pokemon number 400 showed up, did its job, mission accomplished. And I don't have to think about these milestones for a while. I've been making so many videos lately. I mean, I actually do have one going up every day right now, which is nuts. I don't know how much longer that's going to last. It feels like a really short time between number 300 and number 400. I do think it'll be longer for number 500. I don't think I'm sustaining the current pace too much longer. But who knows? I mean, maybe if I get enough ideas that I really want to do and have time for, We'll find out. But anyway, see you for the next 99 videos, and then we'll deal with number 500 when we get to it, yeah?